Trying to figure out what the Instagram algorithm is all about, well, this is the video for you. I'm going to break it down for you in simplest terms so you can understand how it can work for your account and help you grow to where you need to be. Keep watching. All right, so we're going to get into the Instagram algorithm and what really matters most to it. Give you some tips on how you can find favor with it. There's really no hacking the Instagram algorithm. There's really just how do you find favor with it? How you get your content up front. So the first thing I think everyone needs to know is, what is the Instagram algorithm? What does it do, right? So overall, the Instagram algorithm is just a machine learning system. It is based off user experience. It is here to understand you as a person who use Instagram, as a brand, as a business, or just as an individual who use Instagram and how you use it. And they watch your interactions, they watch your customer journey throughout their app, and they look at the type of content you like. It looks at the type of content that you favor. It look at the type of content that you share, and it also look at the type of content that you save. So really, that's what the Instagram algorithm is. It is a machine learning system that's really trying to understand who you are, what you like, and what kind of content that they need to put in front of you to spark you to either purchase, like, save, follow, or share. So overall, the Instagram main goal is to keep people on their account and keep people on their app. And the reason why they want to do that is because they make money off ads, right? This is a free app. So they have to make money some way, and they make that off of ads. So they want to keep you on their app so they can serve ads up to you to spark an interest in order for you to purchase. That's really what it is. It's really based off you. It's what you do on it, it's how you use it, and it's how many times you're on it, how often you use it. That's what the Instagram algorithm is. It's not this hard to understand system. It really isn't, because it's really trying to understand you. As much as we try to understand the algorithm, it's really trying to understand us. It's really trying to understand user experience. That's really what it's all about. So how can we find favor with the Instagram algorithm? So we're going to break this down into the different types of feature that Instagram offers. So they have IGTV, they have Reels, they have the Explorer page, we have feed posts, and we have stories. So we want to be able to break things down and tell you coordinate exactly what it is. So according to Instagram, when it comes to feed posts, they consider 6 different things. The number one is interest. What interests you on Instagram? Right? So they're looking at what you like, what you save, what you share. And so that way they can bring that type of content back up to you again. And then they also look at your relationships, like what accounts matter to you most? What family and friends do you follow the most? What accounts, posts do you like the most? So they make sure that they prioritize those accounts when you come on Instagram to make sure you see those accounts first. That's where relationships are. And then they look at timeliness. They look at timeliness in terms of how often are you posting to Instagram? How often are you on Instagram? They want to make sure that they give you the latest and greatest info, from the last time you opened the app to now to coming back on the app. They want to know what time that is. That's why it's so important to understand when your audience is on Instagram, because Instagram is looking to see when your audience is on Instagram, and when they're on Instagram, they want to make sure that they give your content to your audience at that particular time. So that's why it's important to understand your metrics, to understand when to post on Instagram that your audience is on and engaging at the highest peak time. So you want to pay attention to your analytics so you can know when your customers or when your audience is on Instagram, when they're interacting, so that the algorithms can make sure that they put your content in front of them. Another way that they look at feed posts is frequency. Like, how often do you open the app? How often do you use it? How often are you on it? And so that is also how often are you posting? How often are you making sure that you serve content to your audience? So the Instagram algorithm for feed posts is also looking at frequency of how many times you open the app, so they'll know when to put content in front of you. And then also they use following. How many people are you following? How many people are following you? So that way they can make sure that when you come on to your Instagram account, they're able to show that content. So everything that I'm telling you when it comes to feed posts is what your audience is getting. They're looking at your audience and saying, how often are they on here? Who are they following? And if you are one of those accounts that they're following, they want to make sure that when they come on to Instagram, that when they want to serve that content to their audience, to your following as soon as they come on. So you want to make sure you understand. That's why it's important to understand the time that they're on, so that way you understand who's following you, and you know when they're on, when they're interacting, so that way the algorithm will push your content up to them. And then secondly is usage. How much time are you spending on Instagram? How much time is your audience spending on Instagram? It's important for them to understand that. So that's why we talk about the metrics. Once again, it goes back to your analytics. Pay attention to your analytics. If you want to understand how your feed posts are performing, if you want to understand how the algorithm looks at feed posts, that is one of the ways. Those are a few of the things that they look at. Another thing that we can look at now is IG stories. So the algorithm looks at IG story. Typically, they appear at the start of your day, and they're on there because they are accounts that you like, accounts that you favored, accounts that you follow. And so that's why when you go to your story, when you go to stories, you'll see all those accounts, and you can scroll through and see as many accounts as you can. Instagram also focus on timeliness in terms of what time they're on, and by posting to Instagram stories more often, you get more of your content in front of your following. So that's why a lot of people tell you, hey, post an IG story 5 to 6 times a day, because the more you post, the more views you get, and the more eyes are on your account. And the more views you get on your post, that's when Instagram begins to put your account now in front of other people, because the algorithm notices that, hey, this stories are getting a lot of views. So we think that this might be interesting to other people. So let's put this up on, their page too, so that they can see those stories as well. That's exactly how that works. And when it comes to the Instagram algorithm for the Explorer page, because everyone wants to get on the Explorer page, right? Everyone wants to be on that page because that's where you get discovered the most. So overall, the Explorer page and the feed algorithm kind of acts the same, as they both deliver content from either people that you know, or either people that they believe you would like to know based off your interests, based off how you interact, based off the times of day that you're on Instagram, based off how you use it. So that's why when you go to your Explorer page, there's always a lot of new people. But if you notice, it's content that you have seen before. It's just other accounts that give you the same type of content. And so Instagram is saying, hey, I believe these accounts are something that you might like, because they actually create content that you like, that you save, that you share, that you just favor, that you comment on. So I want to give you this, so that way you can have it. And so that's what it is when it comes to your Explorer page. And in order to get on the Instagram Explorer page and to have that type of favor, it becomes down to your engagement. And we're going to talk about the top 4 ways that Instagram actually rank your engagement. But you want to pay attention to how you use the app. To understand this algorithm, you have to understand how you use it. And how you use it, and once you see how they deliver content to you, how they make sure that they put certain type of content in front of you, why you see certain ads that you see, because they are always understanding. The algorithm is always trying to understand and learn what you like and what you're doing with the app. That's really what it comes down to. The algorithm is not this thing that's trying to stop your account from growing. Overall, it has become difficult to grow on social media. And that's just overall. That's not just something that just happened. It has become difficult to grow on social media as a new account. You have to work really hard. And I noticed that, I've been on Clubhouse, and I want to tell you all guys all about Clubhouse, but I've been in Clubhouse in groups and in rooms that talk about how difficult it is now to grow on Instagram, where before likes and followers were all that mattered, but now they're not. There's so many other factors that Instagram look at in order for them to favor your account. And it really comes down to, how do you use their features? The way Instagram algorithm favors IGTV and Reels is that they prioritize that type of content because they're new features. When you look at Reels is still a very new feature for Instagram. And so they're really trying to compete with TikTok when it comes to that. And so they're really favoring accounts that actually use more video-based content. The more you use Reels, the more your content will begin to be seen in front of a lot more people, be viewed in front of a lot more people, because that's a new feature. So every time they come out with a new feature, you want to use it, because that's how you truly find favor with this algorithm. Use their features because they feel like, hey, if your account is using this feature and you're getting a lot of views and you get a lot of likes on this account because of this new feature, we're going to make sure that we push your account in front of a lot more people. Not just people who follow you, not just people who we believe will be interested in you, but people that we believe would just want to see you because you're using our new feature and the creative ways or the funny ways or the educational ways that you're using this new feature. That's what Instagram does. So you just want to make sure you pay attention to the different features that they have. And you want to know how to use them. And you want to make sure you use them. But it is difficult to grow, and it is difficult to understand that the algorithm is forever changing because it is a system. It is an AI. It is a machine learning technology that is solely there to understand who you are, how you use it, how people are interacting with you, and what they like about you, what they like about your content, what they're saving, what are they sharing. That's what Instagram algorithm is really all about. You know, it's really about user experience. It's about how people are using it. That's all it is. It's not this mysterious thing that's so hard to crack or that's so hard to understand. No, it's not. It's really just want to understand you. It want to understand your account. It want to understand how you post content, when you post content, when do people respond to your content, when do they start liking your content, when they're on engaging with your content the most. That's what the algorithm is all about. So I really just want to take away, strip it down, strip away the fears about it, strip away of people trying to understand it so much and figure it out. It's forever learning. It's going to be that way forever. It's not going to change. No matter what platform you're on, the algorithm is a machine learning tool, a machine learning technology, and it's just trying to learn. Just like right here on YouTube, their algorithm is a machine learning. It's just trying to learn. It's learning, and because it's consistently learning, so that's why it's consistently changing. It's changing all the time because we are changing. We are changing how we use it. We are changing how we interact with it. So it's changing based off user experience. It's not changing because it just want to not work properly for you. No, it's changing because you are changing how you use it. We are changing how we use it. A collective of people are changing how they're using the system. And because you're changing on how you're using the app, the algorithm is learning and say, hey, people are now seem to, do a lot more sharing and saving versus commenting and liking. And I think that we should now rank those higher than any other ones. And so that's what I want to talk about next. I want to talk about how Instagram rank engagement. So before, Instagram used to rank followers as the #1 form of engagement. That's why so many people were able to buy fake followers, because if you had a huge following, then it kind of showed Instagram that, people like you. Right? People are following you, not necessarily liking as much, but people are just following you. And that really was able to hold weight. And that's how a lot of people were very successful on Instagram, simply because in the beginning, it was only by followers. But now AI, the algorithm is learning, hey, it's not just about followings anymore. People are beginning to like stuff. A lot of people are beginning to hit the heart button and like things. So then likes became like the #1 thing. Over following, they said, hey, let's prioritize likes versus followings. And then once that started happening, people started to understand like, hey, okay, we're getting all these followers, but now we really need to provide them something of value. I can't just post a picture of myself or in a bikini or half naked or whatever to get followers. I now have to give them something to like about this picture. And so that's when Instagram started favoring likes. And likes became the #1 and top thing. Likes and followers became the top 2 engagement metrics for Instagram. But as the algorithm began to learn, people are now beginning to save content. People are now beginning to comment on content. People are now beginning to share it with other accounts because they like it. So when they begin to comment, so we went from following to likes to comments. And now people are not just liking it, people are actually saying something of value about this content that this person has posted. And so the algorithm is saying now, hey, let's try to see if we can rank comments higher than likes and followers, because comments is true engagement. That's how people are truly engaging with you. So you begin to see a metric for engagement when it comes to comments, how many people comment on your post, and it becomes value-based content. Not just any type of comment, but comments that actually spark conversation. And then you begin to respond to those comments. And now Instagram is like, oh, we have conversations taking place now on our platform. We need to consider that as a true way to measure engagement, because as people begin to talk back and forth with each other, as someone comments and someone responds, that's engagement. That's true engagement. Let's use that to our advantage and make sure that we now prioritize comments. And then came shares and saves. And as you begin to understand what shares and saves are, if you just think about you as an Instagram user, if you save something, it is truly important to you because you want to come back to it. If you share something, it's inspiring to you because you want other people to learn from it. You want to share something that's educational. You might even share something that's just funny and you want to brighten up someone's day. Those are the types of things that the algorithm looks at. And they're saying people are saving and sharing so much more than they are even commenting. More people will save my content and share my content than they would comment or like. And that's important. People will not even follow you, but they will save your content and they will share it. That's really like astounding. Like it's a really funny thing to see that you might not have the number of followers, but you might have a huge engagement rate when it comes to saves and shares. And now the algorithm has favored saves and shares. And now the top way that Instagram algorithm now breaks down your content is what is being saved. That is the number one thing that algorithm looks at. What is being saved? The next is what is being shared. Content is being shared, because that's important to the algorithm, because if you're sharing this content, then that means you want more of that type of content. And if a lot of people are sharing your content, then that means we want to make sure that we put this account in front of a lot of more people, because they have a lot of great content that people are actually sharing and saving. And then it looks at comments. How many people are commenting on it? That becomes an important metric for them now to serve and to put your account out there in front of other people. And then they look at likes. And then they look at followers. And when it comes to likes, Instagram is even considering taking away the like button altogether, where once they take that away, it's truly about real engagement. It's really about commenting, saving, and sharing. And if you think about it, if they were to take away the like button, it kind of forces people to choose one. It kind of forces people to say either you're going to comment, save, or share this post. You really need to decide, because you're not going to like it, but you might save it. The like button is gone now. The number of likes is going to be gone. This is really a true decision that Instagram is making to really understand how customers are engaging with content. They're like really considering that maybe we should just take away the like button altogether, not show the number of likes, just show comments. Just show them how many people share their content, how many people save their content. That's really what it's all about. So once you understand this, then you will know that the Instagram algorithm is just a machine learning tool, really there to understand you and your audience and how they interact with your content. It's really there to serve you the best way that it can. So it comes down to you. How often are you posting? How are you posting value-based content? Are you posting content that's shareable? Are you posting content that people want to save? As you understand how engagement ranks with Instagram, then you can decide now what type of content you're going to post going forward. This really does help your posting content, help you plan and post content. This should be a part of your planning strategy. You should look at everything you create for your Instagram page and think about, okay, is this the kind of thing that I would share? Would I save this? Is this savable type of content? Is this shareable content? Because that's the type of content that's going to show favor with the Instagram algorithm. Listen, I really hope you guys have gotten something out of this to understand how the algorithm looks at the different types of features that it has in terms of how you can get favor with it. But overall, just understand that the Instagram algorithm is there to understand you. As much as you're trying to understand it, it is there to understand you. And so the more you understand it, the better it will understand you. The more you look at how you use it, the better you'll understand how to serve content to your audience and how they will use it. So I really hope you guys got something out of this video. I hope you can really save this video and use it to your advantage to really help you grow your account and really, begin to see where you can go if you implement some of these tools and understand what the algorithm is all about. Listen, I'm Shani Sanders. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I give content every week, tool tips, just content to help you grow your business online. So therefore you can really establish your brand authority. And eventually I'll be coming out with a course. I'll be offering group coaching just to those who want to go deeper and really, form a strategy for a winning strategy at that, to really grow on social media, not just Instagram, but just other social media platforms. Because as we understand that if you have a product or a service, all these apps, these are just tools to help you get to your end goal, which should be monetization or whatever the end goal may be. These are tools to help you get there. These are tools to help you sell a product. These are tools to help you sell a service. There are tools to help you get to your end goal. So we want to make sure that we're able to use them to the best of our advantage with our channels and with our content and with our business or our service to make sure that we are successful. So once again, I'm Shani Sanders. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I post new videos every week to help you grow online, and also hit the notification button. You want to know when I put new content up, you have to hit the notification button. You have to be a member of this channel and you have to hit the notification button. But listen, I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for tuning in. I really hope you get some value out of this. Drop me a comment below if you begin to use this and if you understand the Instagram strategy, or if you have any questions. If you have questions, drop that comment below. If you have other type of content you want me to talk about, drop that below too. I can go further into the algorithm. We're going to talk about hashtags because I think that's a big topic that people want to know more about as well. So until next time, I see you guys later.